Hello everyone, this is Namita Basnotra and this is my new video on exponents. And my channel's name is Namita Basnotra Mathematics. If you have not subscribed the channel, do that now. And this is going to be one very interesting video. In this, we will be discussing that how maybe that repeated operations was one concept that led to the creation of times tables or maybe then division, and then we reach up to the exponents. So let's explore exponents in a very different brand new way. How many of you remember that we used to add 3 plus 3 plus 3 in our primary classes and used to call it as repeated addition? And then we also learned that to avoid writing a number so many times, there is a shortcut. And shortcut is that we will count that how many times the number is being repeated. So I count here 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is repeated 4 times, isn't it? So 4 times you're repeating it. What are we repeating 4 times? That is 3. And then this gave birth to times table. Like I used to write 4 into 3, which is equal to 12. So that was interesting. Do you remember in primary classes you were also taught repeated subtraction? Means that you have to subtract 3 over and over again. For example, we have a number 15 and I have to subtract 3 from it. And how many times? I have to subtract it 5 times. What will happen then? For example, here we have 15 and I'm writing minus 3, then minus 3, then I'm minus 3, and I keep going that. I continue doing that over and over again, like I have shown you through a number line. What will happen? In the end, you will be left with 0. And this concept was later on called as, how many of you remember that? Yes, you're right. It was division. So division is simply repeated subtraction. We stopped doing repeated subtraction. Instead, we learned how to divide using the division algorithm. How about now learning that how repeated multiplication can be simplified? So let's take an example here. 3 into 3 into 3 into 3. That means I have to multiply 3 4 times. So is there any shortcut, or can I make it simpler? Yes, we can make it simpler by expressing it in expression. So instead of writing 3 into 3 into 3 into 3, I can make it very simple by writing 3. And I'll count how many times it has been multiplied. We are multiplying 3. We are repeating multiplication of 3 4 times. So I can write here in a smaller case 4. So you can express it. Let me take another number. For example, you have 5 and we are multiplying it 5 into 5 into 5. So you look at it. So instead of writing such a long statement, I can simply write the number which has been repeated here like this. And then you can just simply write on top that how many times 5 has been multiplied by expressing it here in a smaller case, that is 5. And how do we read this? We read this as 3 raised to the power 4. And how do we read this? 5 raised to the power 3. Is there any shortcut to express repeated division? So let's explore that. For example, you have to divide a number by over and over again here. So if we have to divide 3 and 3 by some number, so let me write here a number, right? And now I have to divide this number over and over again by 3. So divide it by 3, and how many times it is coming? 4 times. So earlier you were multiplying it by 4 times, right? So when you were multiplying 3 by 4 times, when you were multiplying it, so we were writing here, what were we writing? Yes, raised to the power 4. But when you are dividing it 4 times, we can always express it as 3 raised to the power minus 4. So remember, this minus sign here means division. Or we can also say this minus sign here means you write the reciprocal of it. So can you tell me what is the reciprocal of 3? So for example, if I have to divide 1 by 3, I can write it as 1 upon 3. So this is the reciprocal, can you see, of 3. So instead I can also write it as 3 raised to the power minus 1. So these things are interrelated. So let's explore some more such examples. So for example, if I am writing 10 raised to the power minus 2, this means you are dividing 10 2 times, okay? And you can also express it in the form of fractions or 1 raised to the power 100, easy. This new way of expressing this shortcut that I have shown you is known as exponent and powers. I will be taking this in detail in my following videos with you, but Before that, all I want you to know is that if you have 4 raised to the power 3 written, means there are 3 factors of 4, or 4 is repeated 3 times. You're multiplying it 3 times. I've also taken a negative integer or a negative number here for you, that is -9, and if it has 5 here, that means -9 is to be multiplied now 5 times. So in my next videos, I'll be talking of what are exponents, what are powers in detail. Till then, this is Namita Basnotra. Bye bye. And if you've not subscribed my channel, do that now.